Hello, Amanda. I want to play a game.
Hey horror freaks, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amanda. As you can see from the title, today I'm bringing you guys a list of religious horror films. And what I mean by that are that these are films that they go around religion or maybe cults or things like that. Now this wasn't the video that I was planning for today. Originally I was going to do my review of Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey Part 2 because my local theater had it on the schedule. But when I went to buy the tickets yesterday, they removed it and they pushed it to April 18. I was pissed to say. So that's why I had to improvise. So I decided to do this quick list because we are on Easter. So I thought, why not bring in something that kind of correlates to it? So that's why I'm bringing you guys a list of horror movies that you could be enjoying this week. Now, for the sake of the video, I'm going to be talking about these films in chronological order that they were released. So that's why I'm going to start with Rosemary Baby. Now, this one follows a young couple that is trying for a baby that moves into an aging, ornate apartment building on Central Park West, where they find themselves surrounded by peculiar neighbors. Now, of course, if you have watched this film, you know why it is included in this list. If not, then I think I'm going to reserve myself the spoiler. The only thing that I'm going to say is that this woman doesn't give birth to something from this world. Now, the next one on the list, I think that is pretty obvious, and I thought this needs to be on it. And although it's going to be obvious, and it's The Exorcist from 1973. Now this one follows when a young girl is possessed by a mysterious entity. Her mother seeks the help of two Catholic priests to save her life. Now, of course, the majority of the films that I'm going to be mentioning on this video are about possession. Why? Because of course possession correlates to the Catholic Church and it has all those religious aspects on them. So that's why I am making them part of this list. So now the next one, I think that this one fits perfectly to watch this week, and it's The Omen, because we had coming next week the prequel, The First Omen. Now The Omen from 1976 follows a mysterious death that surrounds an American ambassador. Could the child that he is raising actually be the Antichrist, the devil's own son? Now I'm going to keep myself from the majority of spoilers here. But if you have watched it, of course, you know that Damien, he's a child that we don't want to have near. There's no way. This film has a remake, so maybe if you want to get yourself into the modern version, of course you can do that. But for the sake of the video, I'm going to be specifically talking about the original. And like I said, I think that is also perfect because we have the prequel that is coming next week. Although that will be like, I shouldn't watch the prequel first. If you have never watched The Omen, then you could be for a surprise if you see the prequel next week. Maybe you could do that. If you have never watched The Omen, that's up to you. Maybe you want to get yourself with the prequel first and then watching either the original or the remake, which one you prefer. But at least for me, definitely, I'm going to be rewatching this one this weekend. The next one, this one doesn't have anything to do with the possessions, but is Carrie. Now, Carrie follows Carrie White, a shy, friendless teenage girl who is sheltered by her demurring religious mother, unleashes her telekinetic powers after being humiliated by her classmates at her senior prom. The reason why I am including Carrie is because although, like I said, this film doesn't go around possession and that type of stuff, we have a character that is affecting the life of the protagonist because of her religion and her beliefs. We can say that Margaret White is a fanatic and she is deeply affecting Carrie's life and the social aspects of it. So it has to be on this list. Like the majority of the films on this list, they are going to be pretty obvious, but because they aren't that many, to be fair. But this one, I was like, yeah, definitely has to be on it. Now the next one is The Conjuring. For the sake of the list, I'm going to be specifically talking about the first one, but of course we have the second and the third one, and there's a fourth one that is coming next year. Now The Conjuring follows paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren works to help a family terrorized by a dark presence in their farmhouse. Now I am not the biggest fan out there of possession horror films, specifically the latest ones out there. I think that at the end they are kind of all the same, but when it comes to The Conjuring, I actually like this one a lot. I understand why so many people like it, and this one definitely, if you get scared easily, this is probably going to give you nightmares. I can see why. So this is one that I actually enjoy and I don't have a problem with it, just other ones that at the end of the day we know that they kind of do the same thing over and over. Now the next one is The Witch. Now this one follows a family in the 1630s New England that is torn apart by the forces of witchcraft, black magic, and possession. Similar to Carrie, although this one doesn't precisely becomes a possession horror film, it has more than one character that are fanatics, and because of that they affect the lives of the others and the protagonist. So that's why I am including it, because of these superstitions and all of that, so it fits. Now the next one is the Netflix original Apostle. Now this one follows in 1905, a drifter on a dangerous mission to rescue his kidnapped sister tangles with a sinister religious cult on an isolated island. Do I need to say more? It's about a religious cult, so it's on the list. And like I said, it's a Netflix original, so obviously it's going to be on the platform. Now the next one is another one that is part from the Conjuring universe and is The Nun. For the sake of the video, I'm going to be talking about the first part. Now this one follows a priest with a haunted past and a novice on the threshold of her final vows are sent by the Vatican to investigate the death of a young nun in Romania and confront a malevolent force in the form of a demonic nun. Now this one is not the best one out there. Definitely the second one in my opinion was a little bit better. I reviewed it when it came out. But still, if you have never give this one a chance, maybe you want to do it now, or maybe you were just looking what you wanted to watch, maybe you were thinking about watching it, so take this as a sign to sit down and watch it. On the last two, I have Saint Maud. This one follows a pianist nurse that becomes dangerously obsessed with saving the soul of her dying patients. This one blew my mind the first time that I saw it. This one is actually one of the first A24 horror films I ever saw. It's very good. Like I said, I wasn't expecting it to be as good as it is. So if you have never watched this one, sit down during the weekend and do it, because seriously, this is a must watch. I'm going to end the list with one that I haven't watched, because I haven't been able to, but I wanted to include it because I think that it fits and it's immaculate. This one is actually right now available in theaters. Now this one follows Cecilia, that is a woman of devout faith, and is warmly welcomed to the picture-perfect Italian countryside where she is offered a new role at an illustrious convent. But it becomes clear to Cecilia that her new home harbors dark and horrifying secrets. Now, I haven't watched this one yet. I haven't been able to go to the movie theater, but I want to watch it. So I thought, well, the film is out there in theaters. Although you haven't seen it, you're going to basically recommend it. So this is taking a little bit of a risk. But if you have seen it, let me know down below your thoughts. Without spoilers, I have been trying so hard to not see any spoilers. I have been successful so far. But if this list wasn't enough for you, if you're looking for something different, maybe you have seen all of these ones, I'm going to be leaving the link down below of my Letterboxd full list. I have way more options there in case that you're looking for something else. But with this, I end the video. A bummer. I was really looking forward to watch Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey Part 2. I said that on my trailer reaction. If you guys are willing to wait for me to sit down and watch this one, like I said, they push it back to April here. I don't know how long it's going to take for it to re-release in streaming. I don't know what I'm going to be doing eventually. But if you guys are willing to wait for me to watch it and maybe do the review, let me know down below if you guys will be interested in my opinion about the film. But with this, I end the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm going to see you guys on my next video, and happy Easter. Bye.
Game over.